Hello, everybody. This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Mental Fridays. I hope all of you having a great day so far. You just got your day started. I hope you have a great day. Today's topic is called being mindful. And with us being mindful, it's more of an awareness for yourself. It's making sure that you have boundaries within yourself and not giving in too easily to things. I want to talk about three main aspects of how we share a lot to others and we give our all to others and not realizing that it impacts us. And not just that it impacts us, but it impacts us internally and externally. So, first one, friendships. We love our friends. We love to spend time with our friends. We love to give our friends advice. We always want to be a listening ear and stuff. But we don't really realize that sometimes our friends do take up most of our time and everything. You might have a friend that calls you every day that wants to talk to you for like hours and hours and everything, but there are moments where you're like, I don't even want to talk. I want to have time to myself. I want to be able to just to be to myself and do me. And that's not a moment of me saying that I don't want to be friends. It's just that I give my all and pour my all into you, and I don't get nothing in return. Or I get to the point where I'm restless and burnt out because I've been dealing with you all day, all night, or even all week and everything. So with friendships, sometimes we've got to realize that most of our friends take up most of our time. Co-workers is the main thing because at work, we like to build relationships with our coworkers, but we have to realize that we can't share everything, to our coworkers because you don't know if that coworker is really genuine and want to get to know you because say if something bad happens, that will lead to them getting on you and using the information that you shared to them as a way as a tool and a tactic to kind of back at you, and that impacts your performance at work, that impacts your status at work and things of that nature. So you got to make sure that with coworkers that you can't share everything, can't share everything to them and everything. And then relationships. We all want to be in a relationship. Not, I don't want to say everybody, but most people want to be in a relationship and, have a significant other in their lives and be in love and such. But we have to realize with this is that we need to know more on who the person is. There are moments that people jump into relationships and don't even know who the person is, don't even know what their likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, the foundation of why they want to be in a relationship, the foundation of what brought them together to be in a relationship. They just in it. They just in it and all in that aspect. And that's more, seeing that it's important for us to really realize we need to know the person that who we are intertwined with and everything in that aspect of relationship. You see people that get married and most of the time the marriages don't last that long as much because they didn't really have that moment to date the person or get to know the person because they just got into it that easily. So like I said, with friendships, we realize that friendships take up most of our time. With co-workers, we got to realize we can't share everything to everybody. And then with relationships, you got to know more about the person. So the coping exercise I want to give you with today when it comes to being mindful is to evaluate how much you give. And when I say evaluate how much you give, it's basically just looking at yourself and maybe you might want to make a list of, different people and stuff in your lives that you kind of communicate with and ask yourself, do I give a lot to this person? Am I in a good range and everything? Because like I said, with being mindful, you got to be able to have that awareness of making sure that you have your boundaries intact, but also making sure that you're not spreading yourself thin with others. And that's all I want to leave you with today. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG Men on Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the videos on there. Also, go to my website, through Wix, check out the videos on there. Learn more about me. Check out articles I did for Health Living Magazine and ways to connect me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. One quick announcement I want to make. As you all know, with me working part-time at Hand in Hand, I've been with Hand in Hand since August of 2021. And we're in the process of getting our teen summit started back again. This will be our third year. Might say our third year because we started doing Teen Summit back in 2023. And right now with Teen Summit, we're actually going to be doing two groups. So with the first group, it will be 11 to 13, and there will be a 14 to 18 year old group. So if you have any teens in the in the greater Pittsburgh area that wants to be part of Teen Summit, definitely go on Hand in Hand's website, www.handinhandhihcounseling.com. Again, it's www.hihcounseling.com. And that's all I want to leave y'all with. So as always, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace. And you know what? Y'all forgot to do what I normally do. How y'all gonna forget? Let me do that. Reflect on the positives. Plan ahead. And relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace again.